Guys, I'm back with this new video. Today I'm going to be talking about a boxing fight that's coming up next week, August 21st. Manny Pacquiao versus Earl Spence Jr. You don't want to miss it. Live on pay-per-view on Fox, on pay-per-view again. Yeah, so let's get started. We're going to be talking about first Manny Pacquiao, one of the greatest boxers in the world, to the modern era now and to the past era. I think it's a great fight for Manny Pacquiao, even for Earl Spence Jr., because Earl Spence Jr. is on a tear, undefeated. Manny Pacquiao has been in the game since like forever. And Manny Pacquiao's last fight was against Keith Thurman 2 years ago, which he really dominated Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman is a really good fighter. He just has to stay healthy and not worry about too much trash talking as he normally does. I think some fighters talk a little too much trash sometimes, and then when it comes to fight time, it's a little different. But when it comes to Manny Pacquiao, I love his style. It's in and out, moving, feinting. Just his fighting style is just in and out, but I think that's gonna be, him going in and out. I think that's gonna be a tricky thing for him in this fight, because Earl Spence Jr. is a really good counter fighter, and he has a really good jab too. I think if Manny lets Earl Spence find his timing, it's gonna be a very long night for Pacquiao. But I think Pacquiao, even with him being gone for 2 years, I think he can come back and still look good as he did when he fought Keith Thurman, and he had some time off before then too. Errol Spence Jr. He just came back not too long ago after his accident that he had. He came back and fought Danny Garcia, very good fighter. He came back. He answered a lot of questions about himself after the accident, of how he was gonna come back and fight. I think that fight was fantastic. If you haven't seen it, man, you should go and see if you can find that fight. It was fantastic. Errol Spence Jr. put it on Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia, to me, is a good fighter. The only thing that I have against Danny Garcia is sometimes he's a little too defense. And sometimes being too defense is not going to help you in the long run when somebody's just, picking you apart. Danny Garcia is a great fighter, though. It works usually for him to beat super defense, but I think in that fight that he fought with Earl Spence, he had to put it on him, man. He's been gone for a little bit, after the accident. Nobody knew how he was going to come out and dominate, but he literally came out and dominated Danny Garcia, man, and it was a fantastic fight. It was back and forth for a little bit, and then once Earl Spence got there, he started doing the Earl Spence stuff, and it was over from that. When it comes to this fight coming up between Manny Pacquiao, Earl Spence just needs to stay long. Keep Pacquiao away. Even though I know sometimes that's a little bit hard, because Pacquiao is always in and out, in and out, in and out. I think that Earl Spence can get the W, because I think he can probably catch Pacquiao the same way Marquez did in their fight, with a nice, beautiful cross, just because Pacquiao is always darting in and out. Pacquiao got really good defense as well. But I think his fighting style is a tough style for Pacquiao to have against Earl Spence. I think Pacquiao might go for the body a little bit more to come up top. Earl Spence just stay with the stick, his jab. Just stay long. I think if Earl Spence stayed long, I think he can pull out this victory. And that's my thoughts of the fight, guys. I hope you watch it. I'm going to watch it. If you like this video, please hit a like and subscribe. Really appreciate it. And I'll catch you on the next vid.